Why'd they put you in a fire tower?
Well, I'm just lucky, I guess. I read the wind wrong. I should have gone to them.
Then you'd be dead too.
Okay, so I just saw Those Who Wish Me Dead, and ultimately, I liked it. I should get into it now.
You really want to die for this kid?
Take a deep breath. Hold it. And lay back. What happens next?
You look it right in the eye.
Tell 'em that God's gonna cut you down. Tell 'em that God's gonna cut you down.
So, this movie is a new Angelina Jolie film, and the premise is kind of your standard Witness on the run type film. If you've ever seen the Harrison Ford movie Witness or the movie Gloria, typically general premise is someone saw something or knows something they're not supposed to, group of people trying to kill them, and this person runs into or across the paths of the main protagonist, whether that be Harrison Ford or Sharon Stone, or in this case, Angelina Jolie. And then the rest of the movie happens. So it's not anything terribly deep, but the premise is serviceable. It gets you to where you need to go. And we haven't really gotten a good one of these in a while, so I'm kind of happy that we finally have gotten a decent one. I mean, I don't think this is the greatest film ever made, but, you know, it's a good watch for a, you know, night you're going to just stay in and heat up some popcorn. I won't quite say it's a popcorn flick, but it's almost kind of there. And, like, one of the good things about this is the cast. The cast is great. I mean, you got Angelina Jolie, you have the guy who played Littlefinger in Game of Thrones, I can't really remember his name right now. You have the guy who played Beast in X-Men First Class, I can't remember his name right now. You have John Berthenol? You have the Punisher, basically. He's in this, he's good. Another guy whose name I can't remember, he was from Dawn of the Dead, he was good in this. And, I mean, even Tyler Perry does a cameo in this, which is kind of funny. And, like, when he was pointing out to me, he's like, nah, that's not Tyler Perry. And we watched the end credits, it's like, oh, shit, that was Tyler Perry. Okay, I guess he just felt like doing a cameo in this. But, yeah, now, not all is perfect with this film, don't get me wrong. So, like, one of the things I didn't quite like in this movie was, in terms of Angelina Jolie, she didn't convince me that she was a firefighter. Alright? And, like, she's done films and roles that, like, she completely convinced me. Like, one of my absolute all-time favorite Angelina Jolie films is Salt. I mean, wow, that was a great movie. I was not expecting much out of it. And it's like, okay, she totally convinced me that she was the character that she was playing. And in this movie, it's like, she's supposed to be a firefighter, and I'm just not buying it. I mean, I'm just not buying it. And I've hung out with some firefighters. My dad used to be a volunteer firefighter, and you know, I've met them, and it's just like they kind of seem different than this. And so, yeah, I didn't really buy that, but thankfully they weren't trying to push that so much. It was just, hey, we gotta get her to this point right here, and so here you go. It's like, once you get through that, movie gets a little bit better. Yeah, she plays something called a smoke jumper. It's apparently firefighters that will skydive out of a plane into a burning fire. And I had a huge problem with this because it's like, what idiot genius decided to call those people smoke jumpers, okay? You have a profession where you are diving out of a plane into a roaring fire. You should be called a hell diver, okay? Or a hell jumper, alright? Because that is a far more fitting name than smoke jumper, okay? It's just like, no, you don't name that. Okay, so moving on with the story. I did like kind of how certain things played out. Like, there was this one character I thought, okay, yeah, this character's going to be like the last guy to die, and it was just like, oh shit, he actually died very soon. There was this one character that I thought was going to go a certain way, and it turned out it switched around. It's like, oh, okay, this actually happened, and so I thought that was interesting. Now, my favorite part of the film, I have to admit, it was not the bad guy, it wasn't Angelina Jolie, it wasn't even the kid. My favorite part of the film was John Bernthal's wife, you know, the guy who plays the Punisher, Shane from The Walking Dead. His wife was my favorite character in the entire film. She was so amazing, and she was such a badass. And like, when we first meet her, it's just like, okay, she's probably just some side character, and like, no, she totally like gets her moment to shine, and it is amazing. Like, we stopped the film, the group and I, we stopped the film, and we just started laughing our asses off when she did this epically badass thing. And it's like, we all said, yeah, we like her. And so, I mean, best character in the entire movie, hands down. And so, overall, the story was good, but the reason for the group hunting the character that's being hunted was never fleshed out. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. You see, like in Witness, kind of spoilers for Witness if you haven't seen that movie, but in the movie Witness, the kid sees a dirty cop kill someone, and so the kid is a witness to that dirty cop, and if he testifies against that dirty cop, then it's going to be a domino effect, expose the entire corrupt ring in the police department. I really hope I'm remembering Witness right, because it's been a couple of years. I might be remembering wrong, but you get the point I'm making. To continue on, in this movie, it's like his dad was doing something and they killed him, and the dad gave him a letter, and like the letter was read, but like it's never really fully revealed what the wrongdoing was, what the criminals were doing, and what they're trying to hide, what they're trying to stop from being exposed. And on one hand, that was a bad thing. I would have liked some more insight on that, but on the other hand, it kind of was refreshing. Like, you don't really need to know. You just need to know that this kid is involved. He doesn't exactly know to what extent he's involved, but he is involved, and bad guys are trying to tie up loose ends. And so, in that sense, I kind of liked it, because, like, we don't need to know. We just are following this kid. We don't need to know the inner workings of whatever organization these guys are. It's just, we need to know that these guys are trying to hurt this kid, and we gotta stop those two guys. Voila! And so, I'm kind of split on that. I don't know which one I like more. I don't know which one I feel is the more prevalent issue. The good aspect of that, or the bad aspect of that. And so, did I like Those Who Wish Me Dead? Yes. I wouldn't have called it that. But, I mean, overall, it was a good film. I enjoyed it. It was worth a watch. I don't know if it needs to be seen on the big screen. I watched it at home. And, I mean, yeah, totally worth a watch. If you like a type of criminal survival type movie, then you'll absolutely enjoy this film. And so, yeah, that was my review of Those Who Wish Me Dead. My name is Christopher Connor with 11th Hour Reviews, and I hope you enjoy. And that is most likely all.